Welcome everyone. I know it's 11 o'clock, but please wait a few minutes before we start. Hello, Francisco. My name is Paulina Wrubel. I'm a marketing manager in Famoc. I would like to welcome you to the webinar regarding Famoc 5.9. Please wait a few minutes before we start. Let's wait for some other guests, so please be patient and stay with us. Hello everyone, once again. I think we can start right now. Once again, hello everyone. We are here to tell you more about our newest Famoc version, Famoc 5.9. One information, as you can see, we changed tool to webinars for webinar sessions. So a small introduction for that. If you have any questions, please write it here in chat tab so that we can all see the question and the answers. Because together with me are, of course, Tomasz Szramke from Presales team, who will lead you through the features Famoc, and Michał Kozieł, who will answer your questions. So feel free to ask. And what's more, the session will be recorded, and after the webinar, we will send you the recording. So okay, enjoy the session. Let's start, Tomek.
Okay. Thank you very much, Paulina, for this introduction. Welcome everyone from my side. Welcome everyone to this demo of Famoc 5.9. And let's start with the agenda of today's webinar. So first of all, I would like to talk to you a little bit about a new update for Zebra devices. A new feature for Zebra devices, which allows us to remotely update them whenever new firmware is available. Also, many new features, improvements in application management, user management. So many new things that might be useful for administrator to manage apps, to manage users, and have a better insight into the Famoc details of the devices, users, etc. So the first thing is one of the very interesting integration added to Famoc in this version. This integration allows us to automatically remotely update Zebra devices. This integration is available in the organization settings. In the Android tab, you will find Zebra OTA Updates page. Zebra OTA Updates are available for Android 7 or higher, and also MX version 9.2 or better. And also it requires active managed Google Play account and a Zebra account with an active OTA license, which will allow you to enroll and link the devices with the client account on the Zebra portal. During the setup, you will also import into the Famoc two Zebra applications, Zebra Enrollment Manager and Zebra Common Transport Layer, which will be imported to Famoc and then used during this integration. Once it's done, once you have linked the Zebra account to Famoc, on the Zebra OTA updates page, you will see list of the devices that have an update available, and you will have an option to install the update on the devices. It works very similarly to, for example, Samsung ePhoto. So yeah, if you have used Samsung OTA updates, you will be familiar with that, and probably it will be simple and easy for you to work with Zebra devices also. Another new thing is a feedback for managed Android configurations. First of all, I'm sorry that the screen is in Polish, but yeah, I had to use that screen. This is the device details view, and in the installed applications tab, you will see a column, a table with a new column which will be called configuration status. This is the last column, and it will show you if you use any app with Android managed configuration. You will see the status of the configuration, which means the last time when it was implemented, updated on the device. Once you click that column, you will go to the status of the configuration, and here you will see if there is any error, for example. If there is any, you will see the message from the from the app that something is wrong. For example, some field in the Android managed configuration was filled not correctly, and in case there is any error, any problem, you will see a message. You have to bear in mind that all the Android managed configurations are developed and created by the developer of the application. So we as Famoc, we don't have like a control or influence what will be in the configuration. So any messages, any features in the configuration depends only on what the app developer will make available. So in case there are some problems with the Android managed configurations, this is a good way to check what's wrong, and then you will be able to find out and correct in case anything is wrong with the configuration. Another new thing is a new configuration for KNOX devices. This configuration is called Applications with Access to the Locked Key Store, and it allows administrator to manage the list of applications that can access certificates in locked container without the necessity to reissue the certificate each time. So any app that will be added to that list, you have to provide the application package name, click Add Item, then save the configuration, and those apps will have like a constant access to the key store with all the certificates. So what's next? One new improvement in the base agent on the device. Here you see a new view in the base agent on the device. As you can see, previously you probably knew that and already saw that you have that menu once you open the base agent on the device. But here is something new. Under the device model name and organization name, you will see the policy status. This is the thing that was implemented in Famoc 5.8. But right now you have also an option to tap on that, and you will see green, yellow, or red symbol. So that's easy. Green means everything's fine. Red means we have an error, and yellow means that it is in progress or something requires our attention. So once you click that policy status, you will see you will see the information that is on the second screen on the screen on the right side. For example, that policy is outdated, and there are many pending operations. You can click refresh in the top right corner to refresh this policy update log. But I think this is a good opportunity for end users to check if the device is working accordingly to the company restrictions, company rules. So the user have a possibility to check that on the device from now on. Next new thing, which is available for system administrators, is an user activity log. It is available in the in the settings. You can go to that page, and the activity log will show you all the operations, like adding, updating, deleting. So any operation made by users on such objects like devices, users, apps, groups, configurations, etc., etc. And yeah, you will see here all the information, all the operations made by any users with date, username, name of the operation, and like a target object. You have to remember that this activity log is only available for a super administrator role of the Famoc server. So for other users, this will be not visible, and the option in the menu will not be visible, and any user like below the super administrator level will not have access to this user activity log. Another new thing is a little improvement in application browsing. There are new columns in the application view table. You can add 2 new columns: policies and number of devices. It is simple. Policies will show you which policies the app is assigned to. If you hover over this policies list, you will see a small pop-up window with all the policies that the app has been assigned to. The next column, number of devices, shows you a number of devices on which the app is installed. So yeah, here you can see that for example, Famoc Launcher is a part of these policies like Mac Secure, Kosu, Kiosk Mode, or something like that, and it's installed on 8 devices. Gmail is also a part of some policies, and it is installed on 5 devices. So yeah, this is a little improvement in the application browsing. Another new thing is a filter. We added filters in previous version, but now we added some new filters. So first of all, it's policy. You can filter applications which are assigned or are not assigned to any policy. Also, you can filter apps by configurations. So you will see, for example, which applications that I have added to Famoc have an Android managed configuration. So this is easy to find which apps can use that kind of configuration. And also, installation is the last added filter, and it's simple. It shows all the apps that are or are not installed on any device. Just by clicking, if the app is installed, you will see all the apps that are installed on any device. So these are the new filters which help browsing applications. And another useful thing which I mean should be very useful and simplify the process of configuring policies. This option allows you to add application to policies from the GUI level. Once you selected any app or many app, you can select an action to assign policies. Then select the policies from the middle field. Select all the policies that you wish the app to be added to, and then click apply. From now on, this application will be a part of the policy that you have selected, and it will automatically install on any device that have this policy assigned. Which is very useful is that you can assign one application to many policies at once. So you don't have to edit each and every policy and add a new application to these policies. But now you can select an app and add it to many policies at once. The next thing is the like a enhanced and extended management of iOS apps configuration. This is something called iOS managed configuration. As you might know, iOS configuration parameters can be imported from the plist file or created manually, but they always looked like a code. So they were not very easy to read, very easy to get the details that you were looking for. And from now on, once you have uploaded the plist file or manually edited iOS configuration, you will see that in the kind of a graphic manner. So yeah, this should be easier for administrator, for example, to edit and manage configurations of the iOS apps, and you will like have a possibility to see all the settings in that form. So it should be easier to find, for example, especially that you have a search search field. It will be easier for you to find the settings that you are looking for at the moment. We also added new quick action, which allows to install base agent automatically remotely on the device. Once you have selected the device, you can find an action install base agent, and then click apply, and you will install the base agent on the device remotely. Another new thing, which in my opinion is very useful and can greatly improve the work of the administrator, is sharing users between organizations. And I think that it requires to stop for a longer time on that, to explain that correctly, and how it works. If you have an administrator on one server that controls many organizations, you now have an option to share a user between those organizations that you manage. So how does it work? For example, here on the list, in the first row, I have one user that is assigned to one organization. If I click share this connected dots icon, once I click share, I will see the organizations that I can assign this user to. So I can create one user and then share that user between organizations. And for example, I can give him some certain role and assign him with that role to many organizations. So he will have an access, for example, to edit something or view something on many organizations, and he will have the possibility to select that the organization that he is working on at the moment. He will have a possibility to select that organization. So yeah, I think that that feature can be very useful. Yeah, especially when you're managing many organizations at the same server. You can create, for example, like a semi-admin role, and then add that user to many organizations. So the user will have a semi-admin role on all the organizations that you have selected, and you don't have to create or add user each time for every organization, but you can create one and share him between organizations. Also, we added new privileges. Once you are creating a role, you can add privileges for web services visibility. This user with that privileges will have access to view, only view these sections that you have selected on that field. So you have a possibility to define which web services user have access to, and create a role for that user to have for example, read-only role on that web services. So he will have a possibility to look, but not to modify and change any data on in Famoc. And last last thing are improvements for Famoc config. So first thing is regarding the Famoc GUI. Until now, the administrator had the possibility to disable Famoc GUI and use only advanced interface. From now on, this option has been removed. It's now enabled by default, and every user have to use the Famoc GUI. Of course, if he wants to use advanced interface, he still have that possibility. But we develop GUI to make using Famoc easier and more convenient. So that's why we recommend using Famoc GUI, and that's why we removed that option. So the second thing is the ability to enable the Apache server status page to check information about the system. And the last thing is 4 new devices added to fully supported in Famoc. These are those devices, and also, of course, because we have a new version of iOS and iPad OS, we now fully support iOS and iPad OS 13.5. So yeah, that will be all from me right now. I hope that I gave you some clarification on the new features in Famoc. I hope that it was interesting for you, and you have better knowledge what's new in the Famoc 5.9. I see that all the questions that have been asked in chat have been answered, and I don't see any more. So thank you very much once again for your attention. I hope you have a good and safe day, and I hope to hear you and talk to you again with the new Famoc version 5.10, which will be released in about 3 weeks. So thank you again very much. Have a good day, and see you again soon at the next Famoc version. Thank you.